Greetings ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, we will be talking about how to give effective feedback. Feedbacks play a critical role and leave a direct impact on the team's performance, morale and relationships. So let's begin by understanding feedback through the 5 W's. What, why, who, when and where. What is a feedback? Feedbacks are a way of appreciation. If you don't appreciate what your team does, they will never continue to do so. Similarly, if you don't make your team understand the repercussions of their acts, they will continue to make the same mistake and will never make an attempt to rectify them. Hence, there are 2 ways of giving feedbacks. Number 1, positive reinforcement, wherein you appreciate the individual's act and motivate him to keep it up. Everyone loves receiving such feedback and we equally enjoy giving it. Number 2, constructive feedback. We purposefully don't call it negative feedback as they're meant to be constructive in improving and shaping one's performance. Most of us do hesitate in giving such a feedback as we are scared about how the other person would react to it. Hence, we'll be throwing more light on this subject in a short while through quick tips. Why are feedbacks so important? Because they help us in shaping our actions and performance. You feel valued and cared for, and in turn, it helps in employee engagement. Who should I give feedback to? Feedbacks can be given to all the 3, your subordinates, peers, and superiors. However, the techniques and methods for each are different from the other. With subordinates, act like a mentor. Show your care to them. With peers, be a friend. Talk about their strengths and then share your feedback. When it comes to superiors, showcase your respect to them by explaining them how well you're aligned with their vision, and then propose your feedback as an idea to achieve greater results. When should you give feedback? The answer is the earlier the better. I would not say immediately, as there are times when an individual might still be in the act of performing and your positive or constructive feedback might actually hamper the person's performance. Hence, once the act has been completed, ensure that you make a point to give your feedback between a time span of 24 hours and a week. Where should you give feedbacks? It is always suggested that you give positive feedbacks in front of gathering, as it shoots up the morale of the person. On the contrary, you should give constructive feedbacks in a more closed or secluded atmosphere, as the receiver might tend to feel embarrassed before others. Quick tips on how to give constructive feedback. Before you begin, genuinely ask the person how they are feeling. How's their family doing? There are times when external factors do hamper a person's performance, and you might want to know it beforehand so that you're more sensitive before you give any feedback. Always remember that the idea behind giving a constructive feedback is improvisation and not criticism. Be specific and support your feedback with actual examples and not generic or hypothetical situations. For an instance, it is always better to say, Mr. X, the report that you submitted this Thursday lacked the statistics from the year 2018. Instead of saying, you always submit me incomplete reports. Ensure that you share your feedback well in time so that it's not too late for the individual to recall their actions. Keep your feedback session a 2-way conversation. It is always great if the receiver wishes to share information with you. It is a sign that the receiver is listening, understanding, and wants to take actions on your feedback. Be honest, but be sensitive. Use a sandwich approach, wherein you start with something good to create the buy-in, and then you go to the meat or the issue in hand and explain it clearly. Then you close the conversation on a positive note of trust, belief, and a sense of optimism as you look forward to seeing the change. Show your support. Ask the individual what you can do to help him improve. Tag along with the person and create a plan with deadlines and ensure to keep a check on it from time to time. Lastly, repeat the exercise of ask and listen to be sure that your message has been rightly understood by the individual. Tips on receiving feedback. Listen attentively. Repeat what you have heard. Ask for specific examples. Say thank you and seek when to check back. Thank you so much for investing your time. I hope you enjoyed this little session and I look forward to your valuable feedback.